If your home has started to feel smaller than it used to, heavier, more crowded, harder to move through, I want you to know something. It is probably not the size of your home that changed. It is what is inside it. Today we are looking at 10 things that are stealing your space, including one item in your kitchen that almost everyone keeps out of pure habit, but almost no one actually uses anymore. And when we get there, I think you are going to recognize it immediately. If this kind of content speaks to you and you are new here, welcome. This channel is your home for intentional, peaceful living. Subscribe so you do not miss what is coming. Now let us begin. Number 1, the giant entertainment center. The late 80s, maybe the 90s, there it was, the entertainment center. Towers on either side, a bridge across the top. Shelves built to hold the stereo, the VCR, the DVD player, the speakers, all of it. It filled an entire wall, and it felt at the time like you had truly arrived, but that was then. Most of us no longer have the devices those units were built to hold. The televisions got thinner, the technology got smaller, and yet the entertainment center is still there, still taking up that entire wall, now holding a mix of forgotten items and dust. Your television can hang on a wall or sit on a small, slim stand. The space that unit is holding right now could become the breathing room your living area has been missing for years. Number 2, the formal dining hutch or china cabinet. When did you last open that china cabinet? Many of us have one. It came with the dining set, or it was passed down, or we chose it carefully for a season of life when we entertained often, and the good china came out regularly. Here is what I want you to consider. The china and crystal inside that hutch are lovely, but lovely things deserve to be seen and used, not locked behind glass in a room you walk past. If there are pieces that hold real meaning, honor them by passing some on to someone who will actually use them, or display a few openly where they can breathe. And the hutch itself, let that go. It can make your entire dining space feel like it gained 10 years of lightness. The memory of what it represented belongs to you. It does not live in the wood and the glass. Number 3, the overstuffed linen closet. Open your linen closet and look at it honestly. How many sets of sheets are folded in there? How many blankets have not been unfolded in years? How many towels are stacked so tightly that pulling one out disturbs everything else? A simple guide that has helped so many people. 2 sets of sheets per bed, 1 on the mattress, 1 in the cupboard. A blanket or 2 that you genuinely reach for. The rest can go to a shelter, a refugee organization, or a family starting fresh. They would receive those things with such gratitude. And here is the gift waiting on the other side. When that closet has room to breathe, you can finally put the things in it that you actually need at your fingertips, your medicine, your first aid kit, the things that matter for how you live today. Number 4, the guest room that sits waiting. This one I say with so much gentleness, because it touches something real for many of us. If you have a room with a full bed, a dresser, and a closet, and guests sleep there 2 or 3 times a year, that room is living for other people. While you go without something you would love every single day, think about what you have wished for. A reading chair in a quiet corner. A place to sew or paint or write. A room that holds your current life, not just your hospitality. Your guests can still be welcomed beautifully with a quality air mattress or a fold-down Murphy bed that keeps the room yours on ordinary days. You deserve a room that is alive in your daily life, not just on the days when company comes. Number 5, The forgotten space beneath your beds. Here is a question I love to ask because the answer is always honest. What is under your bed right now? For most people, the answer is somewhere between "I am not entirely sure" and "things I have not thought about in years." The space under our beds has a quiet way of becoming a place we slide things when we do not know where else to put them, and then we forget. And more things get slid under. And before long, it is a hidden layer of clutter we never see but somehow always feel. That space is some of the most valuable storage in your entire home. With the right flat bins or underbed drawers, it can hold your seasonal clothing, your spare bedding, your photo albums, things worth keeping, stored with intention and care. Now that we have looked at what is hiding beneath the bed, let us talk about something hiding in plain sight, in a room most of us walk through every single day, and why letting it go might feel like the most freeing decision you make this year. Number 6. DVDs, VHS tapes and cassettes. Some of those titles carry real memories. The film you watched with your children on a cold Saturday afternoon. The music that belonged to a chapter of your life that you hold dear. That is real and it matters, but the tape, or the disc, is not the memory. The memory is yours, it lives in you, not in the plastic case. Most of what is on those shelves is available to stream today, and for the handful of titles that are truly irreplaceable, keeping a small, curated selection makes complete sense. If you have VHS tapes you love, there are services that will convert them to digital files, so the memories are preserved beautifully, without any of the bulk. Number 7. Large kitchen appliances you no longer reach for. While the things we watch and listen to take up space in our living rooms, there is another category of helpers that often end up crowding the heart of the home, and that is our kitchens. Walk through your kitchen right now and look at every surface and every cabinet shelf. How many appliances are there that you have not used in the past 6 months? A bread maker, a large rice cooker, a juicer that felt like a fresh start, and then became a fixture that never moves. These items are physically large, and they make your kitchen feel more crowded and more complicated than it needs to be. Here is the question that cuts right through the hesitation. If using it feels like more effort than it is worth, it has probably already stopped serving you, and somewhere inside you already know it. I want to ask you right now, leave it in the comments below, which appliance in your kitchen do you think you could finally let go of? I read every single comment and I would genuinely love to know. Number 8. The storage room holding yesterday. Whether it is your basement, a spare room, or a dedicated storage space, so many of us have somewhere in our home that quietly became a holding place. Children's things they have long outgrown. Furniture from a previous home. Boxes that were moved from one address to another and have never once been opened. Here is the reframe I want to offer you, not as a judgment, but as an invitation. Everything in that room was put there because you were not ready to decide. But not deciding is itself a decision. It is choosing to let yesterday take up the room that today needs. You do not have to do it all at once. Begin with one corner, one shelf, one box, and ask yourself gently, if I needed this, would I even know it was here? Often the answer tells you everything. Number 9. The Band-Aid organizing products. This one comes from the best of intentions, and that is exactly why it is so easy to miss. Your home feels cluttered, so you go out and buy small plastic drawer carts, stacking bins, little decorative baskets, and drawer dividers. For a little while, things feel better. But then the bins fill up with things you are not sure about. The carts become clutter themselves. And before long, you have less floor space than when you started, and the feeling of disorder has not gone anywhere. It has simply been rearranged. The organizing product can never replace the decision. Only letting go creates actual space. If your home has accumulated a collection of these small solutions that never quite solved anything, begin there. And when you do need storage, choose fewer, larger pieces that earn their place and work with how you truly live. Number 10. The books, encyclopedias, and textbooks you have kept out of obligation. Books carry meaning, they represent education, curiosity, a life of learning, and many of us were raised to treat them as sacred. So our shelves filled over the years, and then overflowed, and the overflow got boxed and stored, and still it grew. But there is a difference between books you love and return to and books you are keeping out of guilt or habit or the quiet sense that letting them go would mean something about you. The encyclopedias that have not been opened since the internet arrived. The university textbooks from 40 years ago, never once referenced. The novels kept because someone gave them to you, and releasing them feels disloyal. You are not your books, your intelligence, your education, your curiosity. None of that leaves when the books do. Keep what you love and use. Let the rest find new readers who are waiting for exactly what you no longer need. Friend, I want to say one thing before we close. Looking at your home honestly and deciding what still belongs in the life you are living now, that is not a small thing. It can bring up feelings you were not expecting, and every one of those feelings is completely valid. But on the other side of it is a home that feels like you, the you of today, not a museum to every season that came before. You do not have to do everything at once. You only have to begin. Tell me in the comments which one of these 10 you are going to start with. I will be right there reading every response. And if this felt helpful, please share it with someone who might need it too. If you have not subscribed yet, I would love for you to join this community. Take good care of yourself. I will see you in the next one.